Interestingly, this chief casually smoked a cigarette and said that Old Lie couldn't handle this affair, then tossed out an order like he was giving away red envelopes, moving Old Lie away from security. Old Lie, furious, threw his ID and gun, but wouldn't let the scumbags off easily. 3 years later, Korea somehow managed to create a similar case, with female victims facing experiences that could only be described as what the heck. With the media flooding the place, Korean women started feeling as jittery as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. The bad news. The cop in charge of the previous case, Jin Chenjing, mysteriously offed himself in his car. The chief, sweat on his brow, called Kwang-il to his office. Kwang-il was the station's bad boy, handling troubles, cases, and big jobs. The only request? Don't go too overboard. Everyone nodded along under Boss Kai's command like bobblehead dolls. The forensic team made a eureka discovery, extracted a DNA that didn't belong to the victim, obviously the killer's calling card. Old Kai sprang into action, quickly zeroing in on a target. But when he bumped into the prosecutor, he was cautioned to tread carefully. This suspect was a VIP from North Korea. He was warned to be careful, or things might get as awkward as before. Suddenly, a squad of national intelligence agents appeared, led by Old Zhang, who was not keen on letting anyone take Jin Kwang-il away. Old Kai informed Old Zhang that Jin Kwang-il was a serial killer and had to undergo police questioning, but Old Zhang wasn't on board with that. Tensions flared between the cops and agents until Old Kai showed the arrest warrant. Why did the national intelligence want Jin Kwang-il too? Because his dad was the number 2 guy in North Korea, total aristocrat. His father managed secret funds for General Zhang, making Jin Kwang-il a true royal. Due to factional fights, the number 2 and his dad were purged. To save his little prince, Daddy let Jin Kwang-il escape with the secret. The Americans caught wind of it first, but knowing of Jin Kwang-il's woman killer habits, they could only deploy the national intelligence to bring him back. Now that Jin Kwang-il was taken by the police, if the case got out, they'd lose him too. The national intelligence quickly deployed a lawyer. He brought a stack of alibis, and in the interrogation room, Jin Kwang-il was as chill as a cucumber. He sported a relaxed smile, passionately explaining his love for gardening, often gifting his homegrown eggplants and cucumbers to the neighbors. As for whether they ate them or used them for something else, Jin Kwang-il simply didn't care. The lawyer provided Jin Kwang-il's alibi for the time of the incident, and while their answers were flawless, they sounded as fishy as old tuna. But Old Kai expertly spotted a loophole, asking, "So, did your DNA have an alibi too? Did it come from your house? How could you find your way home? How did you manage to get those photos ready? You only have 42 hours till the warrant expires." Old Kai had 42 hours to debunk Jin Kwang-il's alibi, despite key footage taken by national intelligence. Yet he demanded his team retrieve even the citizens' dash cams for comparisons one by one. The officers screened countless videos day and night, hardly stepping away from the computer even to eat a pea. Little did they know, the national intelligence was watching their frantic work, including Old Kai's office. Another crucial evidence. Jin Kwang-il's lackey vanished before his arrest. Hence, the National Intelligence Service was urgent in finding those individuals before the police could. Meanwhile, in a warehouse, 2 lost minions were being tortured by a guy in black, who used a hammer to smash one of them. They have finally lost the arrogant aggression they displayed towards the girl before, now profoundly understanding the humiliation of begging for mercy on their knees. Shortly after, the guy in black tossed the lone survivor onto the street, and the national intelligence grabbed him immediately. After a day and night, the cops finally found Jin Kwang-il's image in the dashcam footage. With this evidence, Old Kai could debunk his alibi, but even then, Jin Kwang-il's face was still as calm as a cucumber. Just when everyone thought they had it wrapped up, the national intelligence walked in with the missing minion to confess. Turns out Old Zhang was sent by the Blue House to contact the chief. This case had escalated to a national level. Just having officers wouldn't cut it. For the chief's future, Old Zhang asked him to hand over this hot potato. Old Zhang even planned to pin the blame on Jin Kwang-il's minions, ensuring everyone could get off safely. When Old Kai stormed in to confront the chief, he shockingly told Old Kai to release Jin Kwang-il as new evidence popped up from nowhere. This evidence suddenly emerged, pointing towards a scapegoat. If it were anyone else, they'd await praise, but now face thick-skinned Old Kai. Old Kai instructed his men to hand Jin Kwang-il over to the prosecutor first thing in the morning and get ready for the main event. Just as Old Kai prepared to change clothes at home, he found an unexpected guest. He picked up an iron rod and approached, but his guest seemed harmless, tossing a huge newspaper in front of Old Kai. The paper was filled with Old Kai's glorious case-solving adventures. The man claimed to be from the north, mentioning Jin Kwang-il had killed a dozen. Unlike in Korea, Jin Kwang-il slaughtered the entire family. This guy was none other than Old Lie from back then. Turns out, even after being dismissed, Old Lie didn't give up on tracking Jin Kwang-il, which led to revenge from the latter. Old Lie and his crew either got shot or had their throats cut, but somehow, Old Lie survived, leaving a permanent scar as a reminder. He told old Kai that Korea could absolutely not judge Jin Kwang-il. His father's clan was already dealt with. He hoped old Kai could hand Jin Kwang-il over to him so he could take him back to North Korea. But just then, a phone call interrupted their conversation. The National Intelligence was at the police station to snatch someone. Old Kai wanted to argue, but his subordinates held him back, as the chief had ordered the National Intelligence to take him away. At that moment, only old Kai remained, awkwardly fumbling, while Jin Kwang-il couldn't help but silently mock him. Old Kai, unable to contain his rage, punched Jin Kwang-il, captured by on-site reporters. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories.